Coming up today on This Is True Really News, he said, seeing that they have 9 minutes and 15 seconds. Mass layoffs. Those are always funny.
They're laying off masses?
Yes.
Do the Catholics know?
Those Reformed Catholics will stop at nothing. So, if you like funny crap, and we do, please like, subscribe, and follow This Is True Really News.
We don't always share it with you guys, but we like it.
Sometimes we'll share something with you.
Sure.
But if you find something you think will be, average, mediocre, send it to TITR@netradio.network. Thank you.
This is True Really News with Scott Combs and Tony Vercanis. All the news you're about to hear is true.
Really?
As far as you know.
So, honestly, we've all thought of this. A 13-year-old boy had to be freed from a claw machine after he climbed inside hoping to score a prize, according to the North Carolina amusement park.
How big was this claw machine?
Apparently big enough for a 13-year-old to get into.
How small was this 13-year-old?
Carowinds officials were alerted just about 2 o'clock on Sunday that the boy was inside the Cosmic XL bonus game, which contained plush prizes, said Courtney McGarry Weber, a spokesperson for the park. The medical response team unlocked the machine. The boy was able to get out, thank you. He was treated and released from first aid to his guardian. The boy, who got nothing for his efforts, has now been banned from the park for 1 year.
You don't go crawling in our machine, dude.
You got to think it through. It's a claw machine. Think it through.
So, this guy hears from HR a hint there were about to be mass layoffs and that this person's name was on the list. So he did what any red-blooded thinking person would do, scheduled the week-long vacation and return date to be the day before layoffs.
Seems right.
My boss reamed me out for daring to take a vacation. She said I would never advance in the company if I chose such a formative time in a project to take a vacation. She told me I would never be an executive producer if I went on a vacation before project launch, even though I wouldn't be able to touch it for the week I was away anyway. And I would always be known in the television industry as lazy. Chilled out, took my vacay, returned. She was mad, said she was upset with me for having left. She said I made her take care of my project for me, chewed me out in front of the entire company in the conference room. I didn't care because I had the perfect response. Aren't you laying off a bunch of us tomorrow? I'm just waiting for you to fire me so I can collect unemployment. The entire room literally starts panicking all over the place. I went home.
You have not lived till you see the panic of firing happening in a team meeting, really.
And I love, how it is, because the schmucky mucks will never spill the beans until it happens. Nope. And if somebody else spills the beans, guess what happens? Panic.
Yep. And there are always those rumors floating around, but you know which ones are 90% true. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, if you're looking for a crafty project for 2023, well, the midway point almost, the online shop Saver has you covered. According to Slate, for the low price of $46.95, you can put together your very own In Case I Go Missing binder. Welcome to the 21st century. It's an In Case I Go Missing binder. Saver says it makes it super easy for the true crime obsessed to record their key stats for their loved ones. So if they go missing, the loved ones can hang all that over to proper authorities.
Once bowled a 300 game. We're looking for a guy who once bowled a 300 game.
Yeah, that's probably not something you want in there.
Well, except that anybody who has bowled a 300 game that wasn't a pro,
they would want that in there. Yeah,
they would never stop talking about it.
That's true.
Are you kidnapping me? Yes. Did you know I once bowled 300?
Leave him. Those facts, it's kind of like Fight Club or CrossFit.
Yeah, don't talk about them.
Yeah, and they always do. Those facts include medical and financial information, fingerprints, and a list of hangout spots, the bowling alley, for instance. One woman said she added a hair sample just in case they needed DNA testing.
Oh. Can't wait for mine.
Elizabeth Jelgic, a A professor at the John Jay College of Criminal Justice soothingly says the majority of adults will not go missing nor be kidnapped. Her colleague Patrick McLaughlin offers some other ideas for the kit. And these are legit. You might want a recent photo.
Hmm?
You might want the unlock code for your phone.
Ooh, there you go.
Or, leave a finger.
Behind. The
Which
correct
then-
one, please.
Which then would make it not work for you, but hey.
Yeah.
How about some pics of any tattoos, scars, or birthmarks?
Ooh, that'd be nice.
Or maybe a sample of your handwriting. He does warn, however, they're not sure if those binders would ever be admissible as evidence in court. Wait, I went through all that trouble and...
Going to be hard to use. Okay, high school math class. Nice guy, nerdy, named Richard. Jerk of the class, let's call him John. Keeps calling Richard Dick. Like, hey, Dick, did you get the answer to number 4? Richard keeps calmly saying it's Richard. Finally, the teacher says, Richard, what do you prefer to be called? Richard says, I prefer Richard. John says, well, I prefer Dick.
That worked out well. John, buddy, think it through.
This is true, really news. Send email to TITR@netradio.network.